In today's video, we're going to talk about how even very busy people find time to read. So think about, what was the last book you really enjoyed? If you can't think of any that you've read in a while, then maybe it's time to get back into the routine of reading. A lot of people know reading helps promote sleep, decreases stress, it can improve your memory too. Now, with all the benefits that come from reading, it's really essential to make it a part of your busy day-to-day life. But unfortunately for many, it can sometimes seem like there aren't enough hours in the day to get into this habit of reading. If you feel like that's the case, here are some of the ways that even the busiest people get reading into their daily routine. So first, find books that interest you. I know that sounds obvious, but just for a moment, ignore what you should be reading, the required reading, and find a book that you'll actually enjoy. The New York Times bestseller list is an excellent go-to for many, or you might try sites like Goodreads or BookBub. As you would imagine, there are thousands of blogs and posts dedicated to books. I'll leave a few links in the notes below with some book recommendations from our site, but you need to find something that you are extremely interested in. It's also important that you read more than one book at a time. This helps create some balance. You can balance relevant required reading with reading that is much more pleasurable. At any given time, I'll be reading 3 to 4 different books on various topics. Sometimes I'm in the mood for a topic related to my business. At other points, I want to relax and read some fiction. And sometimes I might be in the mood for something like history or a biography. This keeps me from getting bored with reading because I'm constantly reading on a topic that's interesting to me at that moment. Another way that busy people make books a part of their daily routine is through audiobooks. Now, before the pandemic, the average daily commute in the US was about 35 minutes. Imagine if you utilized that time for audiobooks. So let's run the numbers. If you're working 5 days a week and you spend that average of 35 minutes per day listening to audiobooks during your commute, that comes out to 175 minutes or 2.92 hours per week. That's essentially almost 3 hours per week on time you could be spending on audiobooks. Over the course of a year, that would come out to about 152 hours of time spent listening to audiobooks. So how many books could you get through? Well, the average length of an audiobook is about 10 hours. Now that's based on an average of 250 pages, a book something like this, and a normal talking speed. So if you just spent 35 minutes on that average commute, 5 days a week, that would come out to about 15 books that you could easily get through over the course of a year. And the chances are you could probably get through a lot more, because think about all the other opportunities you have to listen to audiobooks. You might listen while doing chores around the house. You might listen first thing in the morning, or maybe you listen before you go to bed. If you're looking for some books that are better enjoyed as audiobooks, there's actually a link in the notes with a number of recommendations from our site. And if audiobooks are not for you, then go digital and carry a book with you wherever you go. Now, there are a lot of studies that show the importance of reading a physical, paper-based book. However, it's not always practical to carry one or a few books with you, but thanks to our phones, tablets, and Kindles, you can really bring your whole bookshelf with you if you wanted to. Another way to get more reading done is to set some sort of a reading goal. To meet your daily, weekly, monthly, or yearly reading goals, you need to have a precise reason for doing so. You should be able to answer the question, why do I want to read more? Now, some reasons might be to further educate yourself on a topic that could advance your career. Or you might view reading as another way to improve your overall health, since reading's been shown to decrease stress and improve your memory. Maybe you're just trying to stay sharp. Or a specific reason might be to equip yourself with information for an upcoming trip. Or maybe you want to explore a genre that you wouldn't otherwise have thought to read before. Think of one specific reason why you would want to read more, and make that your motivator to continue a reading schedule and get through some of those reading goals. And one other thing to consider here. A lot of the busiest people get through a ton of books because they've acquired speed reading skills. Now, when you learn to speed read correctly, you can get through books faster than before without sacrificing comprehension. Think about all the material you can get through in a year without feeling pressed for time if you learn some of these techniques. You can check out some of these speed reading courses that we have on our website through the link you see on your screen. I think you'll find them incredibly helpful. And don't forget to subscribe here so you can get notified when we have new videos, and we'll be posting those videos in the days and weeks to come. I'm Paul Nowak. Thanks for your time and attention. Hope you have a great rest of your day.